Oh man, dude, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. We've been going for so long, dude. It's been 8 hours. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. How was your bubbles right?
You can do it.
Yeah, well,
We're almost there.
where are we?
Hey everyone!
Hey!
Welcome to the Doozy podcast.
Yes, you're probably thinking, what the hell does that mean?
Well, the word doozy, okay, is something that is extraordinary or outstanding of its kind.
But we are not that.
But we want to be.
Yeah! So this is the podcast that we are going to give you the tools that you need to help you become successful in life.
But the best part is, okay, we're going to learn how to be successful ourselves while we also teach you how to be successful yourself.
Makes sense to me.
I'm Alex Slippery Staub.
And I'm Kirk.
Yeah.
One more shot, Koz.
Oh, baby. I love that. Kirk, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, today we are going to learn how to bar crawl.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is our St. Patty's Week episode.
Yeah, the St. Patrick's Day
So,
special.
last year was a very special.
Low key.
It
was low key.
It was
yeah.
low key. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, okay. Maybe we took a shot every single
one, and I insulted every
Irish and Scottish person.
Scottish person, and talking about the Loch Ness monster.
And you insulted the Loch Ness monster.
I insulted like every race. I think at that episode. I don't know.
But we were thinking, okay, St. Patty's Day. What is synonymous with St. Patty's Day?
Drinking.
Oh, maybe the national holiday for drinking.
Hey.
Because hey, Irish people, they're tanks, dude.
Tanks.
And bar crawls are something that they probably do every weekend growing up. Since
Yeah,
they're like freaking
every
14.
St. Patrick's Day for me in Boston or just in
Oh
New
my
York
God,
coming up, I'd
Boston.
be like, what do we do for St. Patrick's Day? Didn't matter what day it was, we got to go out and get wasted.
Well, let me
That's
ask
what
you,
it is.
have you ever done a bar crawl before?
I have. And
Multiple, probably.
multiple bar crawls.
Ugh.
And I when I know that I'm drinking all day, I drink a lot, but it's still a marathon. I know that it's a marathon, you know?
Takes stamina.
Because it's basically like if you get crazy at the pregame, you're not going to make it to the club.
Exactly.
And then usually after the club, there's activities. So like you get it's always a marathon when you go out drinking.
And there is a real art to like a day drink
There's
or
an
a bar
art to
crawl.
drinking,
There is an
correct.
art to drinking. You need those checkpoints for guzzling 2 to 3 glasses
What
of water.
checkpoint am I
You
at?
need those checkpoints where you're like, I need to eat a bunch of greasy food to rally.
Right. And
these
then
types
puke
of-
it up on
and then
someone a
puke it
couple
up.
hours later. Yeah.
But that's like if you're mixing, that would
Right.
happen, But
Well, you're probably going to. If you go to different bars with different people.
and
it's-
multiple,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're going to be drinking stuff. You'll be like, what? That wasn't alcohol. What was that?
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, there's even like places. There are certain cities that have like specific alcohols that are just
Yeah.
like they're famous for that city and they're disgusting. Have you ever been to Chicago and had
Oh,
Malort?
no, but
Malort is the most disgusting thing I've ever. But I have no doubt, like a St. Patty's Day in Chicago, people would be like, let's do Malort shots. And it's like, no,
yeah.
I'm done after that. It's the most
Malort.
disgusting. Oh, my Lord.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, my darling.
Don't they make the river green and shit too?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But, it's really bad if you drink the green water.
Well, you're probably like, oh, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just trying to hydrate.
Yeah.
Well, to answer,
Have you ever been bar crawling?
I don't know if I've actually gone to like a planned bar crawl. I think the closest thing to it is like a night out drinking and maybe frequenting like 3 or so bars in college. But I never did, like those things like SantaCon.
Yeah.
Like,
I've done SantaCon.
I'm built for that,
Yeah.
like dressing up and just being crazy and mingling and stuff. But for the 7 years that I have lived in New York City, I never did it. I think I'm terrified of it because a whole day of dressed up that way, it's like there's too much permission.
Yeah, SantaCon, I did that. I try to do it often because I like being that trashy person.
Yeah.
And that like,
But
just
the
going
thing-
out and there's something about going out in the city. It's not just you, but the thousands of people dressed like Santa, wasted, and you're just it's a community.
But like it's a community, just like any bar that you go to on
Right.
St. Patty's Day. This week, any bar you go into, it's community.
It's
guys.
community.
But just like all
Drink
communities,
for your community.
but just like all communities in this world, you have to be safe and look after one another, and that's why we have
That's
the
right.
9 top tips on how to bar crawl.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about this, we were talking earlier. This very credible source comes from a website called Bro Bible. So I think they know what they're talking about.
Very credible. Very
But
credible.
we're just going to jump right on in.
We were
because
also in Oklahoma when we did the last
That's right.
special.
it-
Wow.
insane, right? How far we've come.
We were wasted there too.
Yeah, because that's all there was to do there.
Perfect.
Guys, these are the top 9 tips on how to bar crawl. We're going to jump right in.
Get
because
your
I know
drinks ready because we're also going to try to chug a beer each
fucking kill me.
each thing.
Yeah.
But
so
we
each
also-
tip is
yeah.
basically a bar that we're hopping to.
That's right.
So the first bar tip number 9 is have a plan. You didn't have to. Oh
Here's the plan.
no! Oh no!
Jose, I want you to have fun with the green screen this episode. Just give me like drunk SantaCon people on the street
And
just
and drunk Irish people.
people throwing up everywhere. People trying to drink the green river water. just some funny, just crazy St. Patrick's Day photos. I think we have some photos too. We'll send you embarrassing photos of us. But cheers, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Cheers. So we're at the first bar, the 9th bar.
The Loch Ness.
The Loch. The name of this bar is the Loch Ness, and the Loch Ness is telling us have a plan. You don't have to be Martha Stewart with OCD here, but it's a good idea to have a general game plan. Know which bars you plan to hit, and at least have a vague order of how you're going to hit them. That way,
You might actually hit someone too at the end of the bar crawl.
That way, if things start to unravel along the way, everybody in your group will at least have a general idea of where to go to try to get things back on track. Of course, even the best game plans fall apart in the bottom of a bottle, so it might be a good idea to have one of your friends serve as a sort of designated babysitter. What a shitty job. Oh yeah, I'm going along with my friends for St. Patty's Day bar crawl. There's 20 of them. I'm babysitting.
Wow.
Someone who's okay. Now, this person, if you're going to be this person, these tips are for you too. You got to be someone who's okay with hanging out all night and having fun without getting wasted, and won't mind keeping the rest of you from wandering off alone and being hauled in by the cops after they find you missing your pants.
They'll find
and
you.
incoherently harassing the sandwich makers at Subway.
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah. This is a dangerous thing. You need to have form. And I think
I've
this
totally
first tip
done
is the first tip. Yeah, it's like no.
Can
lettuce.
I have this piece of turkey? No, that piece of turkey. No, underneath that piece of turkey.
Can
No,
I do double
the turkey
cheese?
underneath that piece of turkey. That turkey piece, a slice under the bob that looks good. Yeah. Sir, come with us. I just want my turkey.
The Subway
sandwich.
police.
The Subway police.
Guys, if this tip is saying anything, you need some form. You need
Have a
to have a plan. Yeah, because
but sometimes even when you have a plan, it after everyone get wasted, it's like, where is everybody? Where am I? What's going on?
I think the unspoken thing about this in the fine print is have a plan and know that it's not going to go as planned. Because that's what happens when
Have
you
a
plan,
rough
you know?
idea.
Have a rough
Have a
idea,
rough
you know?
sketch.
And I think if anything, maybe know and be aware of the people
Yeah.
in your group who are the quote-unquote responsible ones.
Right. Well,
Keep
you know
people
what,
on
though?
track.
Actually, there was a time when we had a sober friend in our group, And
Really?
he was always and he was cool with it. He was cool being sober and just loved like us making fools of ourselves.
Yourselves. Yeah.
And he would drive us around and whatever, and it was good to have him there because he knew where people were, and he was like he liked wrangling us up. So get a sober friend, or find one friend that you could just put just put child leashes on like all of your friends.
Yeah.
And then when you go to the
long
next
rope.
bar, when you go to the next bar, have the the sober friend hold all those leashes, and everyone's kind of walking to the next bar on the leashes. Yeah.
So basically, have that one person who's going to help wrangle you and keep you on track, because you don't want to be the person who is like, Alex, you've had 5 shots and 1 beer. We got to go to the second bar. We have 9 more.
Uh-huh.
He's like, what? But I'm killing it with you.
Yeah, sure. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Moving on.
Who are you? Moving on. Number 8, okay? Pace yourself. Okay? This one is very important, okay? You don't want to be the guy who blows his wad at the very first stop and gets too drunk to continue. That's no fun for anyone, okay? Your friends either have to decide to stay behind with you, which ruins their night, or leave you in the care of an annoyed bartender who will probably spend all night fantasizing about smashing a bottle upside your head and then dumping your body in the dumpster in the alley out back, okay?
Okay.
Sure, doing a line of tequila shooters might sound like a fun way to start off the night, but this is a marathon, like I said, not a sprint. And you don't want to be the dude cramping up before the end of the first mile, do you?
Yeah, and which is kind of odd, if you were like, "Oh my God, I'm getting cramps," I'm like, "Yeah, I never
The
knew you
marathon
get
hasn't
a
started
period."
yet. Yeah, what?
Stop! Oh my
I'm
God,
getting
you're becoming a
cramps.
woman.
I'm getting cramps. We didn't even go to the first bar yet. Yeah. That's why the SantaCon thing, it starts at 10 a.m.
Oh, God.
And it goes all day. And by like 11 a.m., there are Santas just passed out along the street and stuff like that. So you got to pace yourself.
By what time? Like 11 o'clock, an hour later? Yeah.
Actually, there was one SantaCon where I started drinking at like 10 a.m. and I had a comedy show that night. And
no!
And the comedy show wasn't until like 8 or 10 or so. No, it was like 11 or some shit.
Oh, there we go.
Me. And I drank all day and then went and did the show, and I think I killed it. I don't know what happened.
I think I killed it.
They kept inviting me back, so I think I did great. It was probably just crowd work, and I was just like, "Hey, how you doing?" I didn't see my friends.
Yeah, you guys really, you gotta keep in perspective. You gotta hold yourself accountable for what you're capable of.
You won't.
You won't.
By the what? No, by the third bar, you're not, and it's all out the window.
With bar crawls, anyways, you usually find yourself like the second or third bar. You're like, wait, we've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
No,
it's
that's
the
what
worst
happens.
when you get out of like the bar or like the club or whatever.
And it's dark out.
And it's still like light out and you're wasted. You're like, oh my God, what day is it? Pace yourself.
Pace yourself.
Pace yourself. Yeah, because if you're going with a group of friends and then all of a sudden by the third bar, people start picking off and falling off, that's when it starts to like not get as fun. And then you hate those people.
Yeah.
And then when they're like, "Look, bar crawler," we're like, "No, fuck you, Steve. You're not coming
like,
with
we,
us."
We were supposed to stick together.
Yeah.
We were a team.
He was the sober one. He was the responsible one.
You were attached to my leash. We were a buddy system. You just left.
You just left me. And I was walking around the street with my child leash, and no one, just some dude walking down with the child leash on.
So, what was the name of this last bar? Our first bar we were at was the Loch Ness. Is this like the Bangers and Mash? The Bangers and Mash bar. The Bangers and Mash. And now we're moving on to the 7th bar.
Bangers and Mash.
The 7th top tip is don't get bogged down. The best way to pace yourself is to make sure you don't get bogged down in one bar for too long. It's like already what we're talking about.
Right.
Like, because that's the biggest thing. You're like, oh my God, you know it's going to happen, guys.
Yeah.
You will get bogged down.
Yeah.
You don't want to park yourself on a stool or worse, in a booth, because pretty soon you won't want to get up. You'll be like, I live here now.
Yeah.
I live in this bog. I
Yeah.
live in this marshland. You'll just want to sit there and drink. And the thing about that is that it's hard to gauge how drunk you really are without moving around a lot. Yeah, don't we know it? The pandemic.
This podcast sometimes.
This podcast, we stand up after 9 tips and we're like,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Okay, next episode. Great.
But guys, just remember that you're there to get experiences from a lot of different bars, not just one. Look at it like casual dating. You're just looking for a good time, not trying to get married. Although, let's be honest, people casually dating are neurotic and crazy.
Yes.
If you're casually dating and you're in the mindset of like, I will get what I want from this bar. I will stay here and sit here for as long as I possibly need to. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
But then some people are hitting it and quitting it.
Well,
Bar, like shot
during
beer,
during my phase back in the day, I would
The
purposefully go out and do this
the
to
man
try to
whore-
hook up with girls in the bar.
the man whore garbage man in his 20s.
That's right. He's
days.
long gone. That guy. Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes he's down deep, but sometimes he'll go, "Hey,
Hey,
remember? You remember?
remember?
Remember that one time with the threesome with the Loch Ness monsters?
Oh.
Whoa!
Yeah, don't get bogged down. Oh God. It's going to happen.
This bar is called The Swamp.
The swamp. I love it. Yeah, this is absolute the swamp. Because
I think we're going too
happens,
fast for these beers.
Well, what
Trying to
happens?
get this bar crawl over with.
Well, what happens is at the swamp, I mean, you begin to start
See fairy tale
you start
creatures.
you get so because you're becoming Shrek.
Yeah.
You're so bogged down. You're in your swamp.
Yeah.
You're exhibiting swamp. You're like, no, I don't want to go. This is my swamp.
We should do a bar crawl and do like a different accent for each, like in each bar, and see if people
would
actually
slip.
fucking think.
It would slip so badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is.
I think I did that once. When we were on a bar crawl, my friends were like, "You need to do like a British accent all night."
Oh my
and
God!
I think it didn't work. People actually believed,
Wow.
I think at one point it was like turned into like Australian a little bit, but
That happens when you have a few and you start getting bogged down.
But the whole time I was just like, "You're a wizard!
You're a wizard, Harry.
That's like all I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not a language; it's just an accent. So I guess you don't need to know much.
Guys, yeah, so we're moving on from Shrek Swamp.
Oh fuck! Where are our friends?
Oh shit!
We lost them all at the Loch
Where's
Ness.
Kevin, the
Kevin?
the designated sober one?
Yeah. Jose, can we get just like a lineup of like the typical guys that bar crawl out together? It's it's like the guys that all wear like button down flannel shirts.
Those flannels,
the
button downs and like the little like
Yeah, the flannel little button downs.
Yeah, or like the
They come
really
in packs of 12.
obnoxious like floral shirts or like designer shirts.
Yeah.
But guys, we're moving on. We're in the top 6 tip now.
Number 6, don't be in a rush. Okay, don't do it. All right, you don't want to get bogged down at the last bar, right?
God, there's a lot of bogging. Oh. Guys, while he's finishing that beer, the definition of bogged down, to cause something to sink in wet ground. The mud bogged down the car. The car got bogged down in mud. Staub drank too many Guinnesses and was bogged down at Shrek Swamp.
Nice. Guinness tastes like mud. Look at this. I'm cracking all these beers. My mom's probably going to be like, what are they doing? Anyways, love you, Mom. Okay. Number 6, don't be in
Don't
a
worry,
rush.
I got eyes on him.
Okay, yeah, he's got eyes. I got my keeper.
Your keeper?
My
Your keeper?
my what is it?
Designated
My
sober friend?
No, my watcher. My
Your watcher.
overseer. My
Your
what's
overseer.
the word?
Your
my
oh my God.
What is you know what I'm talking about?
I'm your
the person, my handler.
my
Here we go.
I'm your handler. Like you're a valuable like government asset.
Correct.
And okay.
Correct.
We have the drunkest person alive. We need to protect him at all costs.
Is it Alex? Number 6. Don't be in a rush, okay? I've said that 3 times because I'm in no rush, all right? You don't want to get bogged down, but perhaps...
Cool it with the bogging down, bro Bible.
So, yeah, you don't want to get bogged down, but perhaps even more importantly, you don't want to be in such a hurry to get to the next bar that you don't take the time to relax a bit.
Or else you
enjoy
might
the
bog
one you're
down.
already
And if you
in.
bog down, you might bog down a little bogged down too
Right.
much.
And while you're bogged down, okay, that's it. Look, you want to not sit in the bar for hours, but you want to stay, have a couple drinks, enjoy, and then when you're like, all right, now it's time to change it up. When it starts to, it's you got to ride the waves of the bar crawl, right? So when it's
Because
kinda,
you don't know what you're gonna
right.
come up
You get
against.
into the new
what
bar, you're like,
places-
okay, what's going on? Where's everything at? Let's get a drink or two. What are we doing? Who's here? Blah blah blah. And then when it starts to settle and you feel like it's settling, that's when you leave and go to the new. So you want to kind of constantly be at a high, the entire time. That's what you want to do.
And I think it seems like such.
So then at the end, you just
so it's just a 180.
So when you get to the peak, it's a sheer drop.
It's a sheer, just like 180 degrees drop down into a valley.
Your pants are off and you're in Subway.
And your leash is wrapped around your neck.
Yeah. $5 foot long right here.
You've eaten one half of your Subway sandwich.
Right.
That for some reason
Fell in
you
deep,
put
yeah.
double meat, double cheese.
Yeah. You put your pants in. Yeah. Chewing on your pants. Picturing this?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Look, it's a surefire way to kill a bar crawl, okay? It is a delicate balancing act. You want to experience as many bars as possible, but you want to actually experience them, okay? Don't walk in and be like, okay, next one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's what get people.
Oh, I used to bar crawl with this girl, and she
Is
was
she
like,
still alive?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and she had a great group of friends, and we'd all go out, and she would go to one bar, order a Bud Light, drink half of it in like 2 seconds, and then be like, "Okay, let's get out of here." She never finished her drink at the bar. It was so, and I couldn't
That's
finish my
infuriating.
drink. She's like, "All right, let's go." She'd get and she had cash, so she'd like throw the cash at him, and she'd drink half the beer, and then she'd be like, "Okay, let's go, let's bounce," and she'd like leave, and everyone would go, and I'd be like, I didn't finish my beer yet. What the fuck? So and no one would finish their beer. I was like, what is this?
Well, she's breaking
finish
rules.
the beer, right? And so I would just every time. And so I get to, so it gets to the point where like we get to one beer bar that they actually like, and we get there, and I'm thinking that we're gonna leave immediately. So I get my beer and I start chugging it, and they're like,
no.
and they're like, "Whoa, Alex." Whoa, Alex, relax. We're not going anywhere. I was like, "Oh, you could have fooled me.
You could have fooled me.
Could have
The past
fooled
5
me.
bars we've been hipping and scopping and
Hippin' and
and
scopping.
stop skipping.
Hippin' and scopping."
Can I just say earlier when you were saying like she was like she would drink half of her beer and then I thought you said she would drink half of her beer. She wouldn't even finish it. Everybody and so she had cats, not cash. I'm like, what is she doing with cats on her bar
cats
crawl?
were there, yeah.
Her cats were there. She
Yeah.
was taking her cats
The cats
for a
had,
walk.
she was selling the cats for cash at the bar.
God,
It's a weird bar.
Yeah, very, very weird bar. And the name of that bar was the Lucky Charm.
The Lucky Charms.
The Lucky
Yeah.
Charm.
Yeah. The half pint, because they didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Look, it's important to be in the moment while maintaining an agenda for the rest of the night in the back of your head. Okay? Also, make sure you don't fall and hit the back of your head, or there goes your agenda.
Well, one thing I was going to say earlier was like just stamina, like not being in a rush is it seems like just such a trivial and dumb thing, but I would recommend for most of this, stay standing. Like don't sit too much or for too long because it tells your mind that like, yeah, I'm moving. You know, I'm like going from place to place, but like I'm still active, you know? And you don't want to be that boring person who's like, okay, let's sit down and wait to see if anybody comes and hangs out with us.
I will say this. You kind of want to do the bar crawl early a little bit so you could kind of see which bars you actually like. So
it's like hopping later.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a I would say if you know, what I think the bar crawl is if you are going through, just kind of pick a bar that you really like and then post up. And then you can have a lot of fun because people are going to be going through the bar crawl. But if you just go through it and it's the last bar and it's over, then you're good. But if you go early, find a spot and a bar that you like, could be in the middle, then the whole other people that signed up for the bar crawl are going to be trafficking through. But once it packs up, you got the space.
Exactly. You know, one thing that I will say to that is like, everybody, a group who's doing a bar crawl, they know the bar that they're going to end up at.
Right.
So that's kind of like, you know, you have to keep that in mind. Like, where are you headed? Because like, if you have that bar where you feel like you're on top of the world and you can stay there for more than 30 minutes.
They got good music. You got a good table.
Music. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Houston Hall.
Yeah.
Dude, that place is huge. There's so many people. There's mingling. There's talking. There's great music.
You get there early enough and all your friends get one of those benches and like a good prime spot.
You have like,
you're good.
Yeah, you feel like a fucking king.
Yeah.
It also has that kind of like medieval feel.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, yo ho, let's fucking
Another!
These huge, massive mugs, dude.
The Houston Hall was the first place that I went to when I first moved to New York. And
Houston?
It was, and it was
that place.
It was just wild on the weekends. You gotta time it perfectly though. Because either it's like completely dead or it's packed.
Or it's so packed
time.
you can't even move. Yeah. Well, gosh, let me tell you, Staub. I feel like I need some Subway or some type of food.
Yeah.
We need a rally.
All right.
We'll see you after this ad break.
Ooh. Hey, Kirk. You know what sucks?
What's up?
When I'm going to Subway and I take my pants off. And I'm trying to get the exact turkey slice that I want, and then I get arrested.
Oh, my God.
And the cops won't even put my pants on.
I could not agree more.
And I never get my turkey slice.
Stop.
And now I'm dragged to the jail, and my pants are off. And I'm like, could you at least put my pants back on? Meanwhile, my pants are still at Subway. And someone else ate my turkey slice.
Stop.
And now, and now I'm in the jail.
You're building this grave. Yep.
And I got no pants. And they won't and they won't give me my phone call.
Stop. You know what doesn't suck,
And I look over.
Yeah.
And I see in the jail cell with me is that turkey slice posted up. He's got tattoos. And he's like, the fuck you looking at? And I'm like, whoa. He's like, oh, good. Your pants are already off. And then I wake up, and I'm at the third bar in the bar crawl. And I'm like, whoa, that was just a dream.
Stop.
But then, later on, I meet this turkey slice at the bar, right? Looks exactly like the one in my dream. And it ends up playing out the way it does anyways, because we get in a bar fight.
That really does suck. But stop. You know what doesn't suck?
What?
Botticelli food.
Whoa!
And you know what? I'm really sick and tired of?
What?
Is that entire time I was attached to you because we were leash partners.
Yes. Yes, we were.
And the whole
I couldn't go to the bathroom.
and the whole time I'm like, dude, I'm not a slice of turkey.
It was you. You were the slice of turkey. I was just so hungry. I was like, whoa.
It was really fucking disturbing when you tried to take a
Stop. Why
bite
you
out of my
looking at me like
cheek,
that?
bite out of my shoulder. But you know, I'm also sick and tired of buying expensive, low quality fertilizer. Fertilizer. I deserve nice things. I deserve quality.
Yes.
I'm halfway through this bar crawl.
Yeah.
I need some tasty food, right?
Yeah, you do. And that's
I need the rally.
That's Botticelli's, baby.
That's what you need.
Botticelli's is family owned, okay? And operated with 4 generations in the food industry. That's 4, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Then they bring experience to your table with a taste that transports you to the heart of Italy.
Guys, if you go to Botticelli Foods now and use the promo code Doozy, that's DOOZY at checkout, you can get 10% off all Botticelli food products. But what does that mean?
That means you can get 10% off all Botticelli food products.
But what are the products?
Oh, the products are pasta. God. Okay.
Fucking he's in his turkey mode.
Sauce. Okay. Turkey. They don't sell turkey.
No, they
okay?
don't. No,
But they
they
do
don't.
sell olive oil.
Yes.
Balsamics. All that Italian, that delicious Italian food that you want to make, okay, for dinner. It's all there. And it's delicious.
You know,
And then
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. You can't get that shit at Subway. This is authentic.
exactly. There's nothing better than embracing Irish culture by drinking the whole day and then going home
Right.
and embracing just
Italian food.
Italian food. Yeah.
And you should do it. And Kirk,
Yeah, you should do it.
yeah, you should totally do it. Okay. Yeah.
Guys, Botticelli
and
Foods.
many more flavorful products.
Guys, Botticelli Foods are extraordinary and outstanding. Just like the pieces of turkey of Doozy.
You piece of turkey.
Yeah, piece of turkeys of Doozy.
Yes. I love it. Botticelli's, we love you. You literally go buy some Botticelli's, okay? Go on the website. Doozy.
No, for real. DOOZY. And guys,
we got some big stuff planned.
We got
with
some
Botticelli's.
big stuff planned for
We
them.
love you.
There's really exciting things coming. But without further ado, let's get back to the bar hopping. Hi, everybody. It's the top 5 tip, and the top 5 bar tip is have an exit strategy. Get me the fuck out of here.
Huh?
My best friend is telling me that I look like a piece of turkey from Subway. Oh no. He's looking at me all sexual now. Guys,
Yeah. Oh, look at that piece of honey turkey.
oh no, I'm honey turkey? That means I'm sweeter. I got a sweet tartan ass then.
A thick slice.
Oh my God, he's calling me thick.
Thick slice.
That's the truest thing he said all day.
Look, this is what's gonna happen. Halfway through the bar crawl, your friends are gonna look like food. Basically, because sometimes you can't get out of the bar. Another thing during bar crawls, if the bar gets packed, navigating through the bar, trying to get a drink, it's all crazy. It's a survival. You need to bring snacks.
What's
okay?
that one book of the kids who get stranded and they end up
Lord
like
of the Flies?
Lord of the Flies. It's going to become Lord of the Flies if you're in the wrong bar that gets you like just so trapped. So that is why the top 5 tip is have an exit strategy.
One of the kids in that book smashes the other kid's head with a rock.
I need to leave. That's because the Guinness draft got kicked.
Wow, that's
And
right.
he's like, I need my mud water.
They ran out of turkey.
Yeah, guys, have an exit strategy. Like get the hell out. Just like this episode, I've never been more feared for my life that I'm going to be eaten.
Yeah.
Guys, before each bar, talk about the general plan. Figure out how long you want to stay, how much you want to drink, and maybe even coordinate some signals that you can shoot each other across a crowded room to let each other know that it's time to move.
That means he wants to go to the bathroom. That means he wants to go to the next bar.
What does I'm hungry for a turkey sandwich Look. God.
They're slightly different, okay?
Yeah, slightly different. It's like
This one's 45 degrees. This one's 55
guys,
degrees.
again, though, it's a balancing act. You don't want to be too specific, or else you'll just spend the whole time staring at your watch. That's too rigid, and nobody will have any fun. Leave some wiggle room so that you can get a feel for each place. Exactly like what we were talking about. Some will be better than others, absolutely. Some will be, you'll jump into a bar and you'll be like, this isn't the vibe. Let's just have a quick drink and head out.
Yeah.
And naturally, you'll want to stay longer in some places. That way, if you find someone cool, you want to get to know better.
Ooh.
Or you meet a turkey sandwich.
I saw this piece of turkey at the bar, and we're really hitting it off. Alex, that's Kirk.
He's your buddy
He's
for
your
the
buddy.
day.
No. He's a piece of turkey. And he's mine. I'm taking that turkey home.
Guys, you can manage.
Alex, are you okay?
Guys, you can manage that without feeling like
Can
you're
you
speed
animate
dating.
this, Jose? Interrupted. Every time I interrupt you, I think of Chris D'Elia, where he's like, "Oops,
Oops, he interrupted me. Yeah, dude.
I can't not."
Oops, he actually just came out with oops merch.
Yeah,
Like a oops grenade merch is fucking hilarious. But guys, you guys, you want to make sure that it doesn't feel like speed dating. That way, if you find someone cool to know better, So have an exit strategy before you go in, but keep it loose. Oh no. Oh no.
What? No, that's a great tip. I
Yeah.
got nothing to say.
Have an exit strategy because we're 4 bars away from finishing, and
Yeah.
I don't know how long I can last.
Yeah,
What was the name of this bar?
Loosey goosey.
The Loosey Goosey.
The Loosey
The Loosey Goosey Lass.
The Loosey Goosey Lounge.
The Loosey Goosey
Lass.
Lass.
Lounge.
The Loosey Goosey Lass and Lad Lounge. The Loosey Goosey Lass and Lad Lounge.
I heard they have a great lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch specials.
Yeah.
The Loosey Goosey Lass and Lad Lounge. Yes. Dude, that's a t-shirt I want to wear on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on. Top 4 tip.
The Loosey Goosey Lass and Lad Lounge. This is why
The green screen is great.
This is why the green screen's great. And this is, maybe we should get like a printout, like something, and just actually put that, like that's what we should name our studio.
The Loosey Goosey Lass and Lad Lounge.
Yes.
Recording.
Yes.
Yeah, studio.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
All right, number 4, everybody. Give your friends their space. Okay? Give them some,
Especially if they're up in their face thinking you're a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, especially if you're child
your leash.
child leash together.
Yeah.
Still try to give them some space, okay? Yeah. Because
Also,
when they
we
start
don't-
looking like a turkey sandwich.
Also, we don't necessarily condone putting leashes on one another, but
Unless your kid needs it, you know.
you know,
We're also not
oh,
telling
what
you how
kids? What kids are?
Yeah. We're not telling you how to parent, okay?
We're not telling you how to parent one another in your friend group,
but there are some adults that do need
they need
leash.
leashes.
They need leash.
You know, like you.
They need to be leashed.
Yeah.
Like you. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking shut up, turkey.
Oh, my
You little
God.
Turkey slice.
you little thick honey.
Shut up, you little
You
thick
fucking
little.
don't make me drizzle some mayo on that.
Like you. Shut up, you little thick little hot little turkey honey turkey slice.
Anyway, where you
Give your
from?
friends some space because by the 4th bar, you're gonna be a little loosey goosey, okay? And you're gonna want to touch some lads and lasses. Okay.
Okay.
Just
No,
make
we
sure
don't
that they're not
condone
your
that. No.
friends. Do it outside of the friend group. Keep it loosey goosey.
But we're in a different bar. We don't know the name of this bar.
Oh,
yet.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at the new bar.
Give your friends their space.
Give your friends their space, okay? A common mistake in a bar crawl is running around in one big herd, okay? You look
Like sheep.
you look like a gang of tourists or scared gazelles huddling together for protection. Okay? At best, you'll look standoffish and no one will feel comfortable intruding on your group. At worst, you look like a bunch of dorks. Okay? Spread out. Talk to new people. And don't worry too much if one of your friends gets bored and splits early for the next place. That's what the game plan is for. Again, don't be afraid to be in the moment. That's what you get. Look, the bar crawl it's to mingle. You come with your own herd.
Oh.
And
We're
then
there,
and then
ladies and gentlemen.
the other herds kind of come into one herd. So
Because you know, more or less, you will probably vibe with a group that you never knew on an occasion like this, and that's
you're
kind of
for
the fun
bar
of it.
crawl, I'm for a bar crawl.
That's kind of the fun. That's kind of the fun thing about this. But you have to plan ahead and stuff and be prepared for this type of thing because you don't, you will run into this. You
Yeah.
will run into people doing the same thing,
Yeah.
and it's like, which one of your friends thinks the other's roast beef?
Who did you come here with? Blah 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 blah. You also want those friends at a party. You don't want to be with those friends where they stand next to you the entire time.
They don't
and they
actively.
don't. Yeah, they don't actively. I'm one of those people. Like we show up to a party and I'm like, all right, see you in 30. I'm going on an adventure, right?
I'm gonna meet some people.
Right.
I'm gonna mingle.
meet some people, and then I come back, and then we bump into each other like an hour later, and I'm like, I just did cocaine off a piece of turkey in the bathroom. What did you do? And you're like, oh, I just did cocaine off a piece of... Someone just did
Someone
just did cocaine.
Someone just did
Someone just did cocaine off me in the bathroom.
and thought I was a piece of turkey. Wait, did we just become best friends? Shots!
And then everyone's like, these guys are doing coke off each other. This is weird.
This is
Going to the next bar.
Let's go to the next bar. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what was the name of this? What was the? Give your friends their space. What was the name of this bar that we just stopped by for this tip?
Give your friends their space. This bar is called Don't Touch Me There. This is my no-no square.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Square. Okay, and we're now in the top 3 tips. What is the top 3 bar tip going to be? It is don't get too separated.
Finish your beer.
Oh, God damn it. He's such a bad influence. Pretty soon I'm going to...
And you're a piece of turkey. Shut up, you little hot honey ham.
I'm ham now? Shut up, you thick little hot honey ham lamb.
You thick little hot honey ham.
Give me a spin.
Yeah.
What's your number?
Some barbecue. Alex, it's me. It's me, Kirk.
Me?
Not
That's an interesting
today.
It's me. Me? That's an interesting name. I've never met somebody whose
Not
name
today.
is me. Okay, guys.
Oh, hey, when did you guys get here?
Oh, hey, guys. Guys, the top 3 tip is don't get too separated.
Right. Give your friends their space, but not too much.
Too much space. As important as giving each other space is, the worst thing you can do in a bar crawl is to get too separated. Once
I
this
like these
happens,
tips. Have a
Yeah.
plan. Don't really follow the plan. Leave your friends alone. Don't get too separated.
be ready to leave, but also,
also
stay together. It is kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, once this
Don't
happens...
stay at any bar, but you should find a place to relax.
Guys, the worst thing you can do in a bar crawl is to get too separated. Once this happens, the whole night becomes a frustrating exercise in phone tag and hide and seek. Ooh, fun!
Hello?
Hello? Who is there? Give each other space to do your own thing, but keep one eye out for each other, too. This is what we were talking about just now. Like, you get to a bar, and you're like,
One
okay.
eye open when I bar crawl.
One eye. But this is what we were talking about. It's like when you go to a party and you're like, hey, I'll see you in a few. I'm going to mingle and talk to people and all this stuff. You got to give each other space to do your own thing, but keep an eye out for each other, too. This is where signals come into play and game plan, exit strategy become vitally important. Guys, a good idea is to never let yourself become separated by more than one bar at a time. So if you see a friend split early for the next place, you don't have to rush out after him, but remind yourself to wrap things up at the current place sooner rather than later. That's true.
Make sure he's not going to Subway.
Yeah. You guys, communication is key because if you haven't noticed already, you're not doing this alone. If you're doing this alone, you're a sociopath. You are an idiot.
You know,
you will end up with your pants off,
Yes.
ordering a turkey sandwich
Yes.
in Subway, going to jail,
Yeah.
spending the night,
Yeah.
and then,
Looking over and seeing your friend and being
Yeah.
like, why is he looking at me like a piece of turkey?
why is he looking at me like that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's all folded up too.
Remember the signals. And I'm like, great.
Yeah. You guys gotta keep in
Do you
mind.
have
with-
like a signal with your friend or whatever?
No.
Oh, nice.
But like, I understand why it's like, but a signal doesn't have to be complicated.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, guys are very, when guys do signals in the bar, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, and they're like,
But I will say, when girls do signals in the bar, it's all eyes.
oh, it's all,
They
yeah.
do. They don't.
They're
they'll
pros,
do
dude.
nothing, and they'll like look at their friend, give them a look, and the friend will know exactly what to do, and like and they'll
They
just,
have a
and they'll all look at each other, and then they'll all just like kind of form around this one guy that's trying to get with one of the friends, and then they'll just kind of box him out, and they're like a
And
swarm
it's like, what's
of
happening?
bees that
What's
like
happening?
communicate and know how to like do things.
It's like, what's happening? What's happening?
Very impressed
Yeah.
by the ladies that do that.
So basically, this tip is saying, just a reminder, you are with people during this. Don't let yourself ever be alone, or
Right.
do this alone, because it's just not safe. This is a community type of experience, like
Yeah.
we were saying.
And when the people you're with start to look like food products, that's when you should
Exit strategy.
You
should give them a little bit. You should give them space, but not
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. Why do you have a parachute? It's my exit strategy.
Exit strategy. Wait, where are we? Jumps out of a plane.
Why do you have a parachute?
How did we get up here?
Is that a chainsaw? It's my exit strategy. Okay.
So, what was the name of this bar that we?
Don't get too separated. This one was called The Close Touch, but not too close. The Not Too Close Touch. The Not Too Close, Not Too Far. Not too close, not too far.
Maybe we should make it more Irish and St. Patty's Day.
Don't get too separated.
Now you're just saying words.
I'd say don't get too separate. I mean, what's not too close, not too far.
We're really losing
Yeah.
it, dude.
No, we're not. Jose, let this.
No, we
drag
got
out.
this.
Yeah.
We got this. Okay, what's the name of this bar? Guys, help.
I'd say far from home.
The Far From Home. Okay. Okay. Jose's putting Spider-Man up right now. Anyways, let's move on. We have the top two tips. We're almost to the end.
The number 2 tip, everybody. Where you at? Okay. Number 2, don't mix. All right.
Oof.
This is a general rule of thumb whenever you're drinking, but it's especially applicable in the Baccarat, okay? But in the Metaverse.
Oh no. He's not on this bar crawl.
In the Baccarat. In the world.
Which doesn't make sense that we said Veal World.
I'm doing a bar crawl in the Metaverse, okay? And it is going well, okay? But in the real world, I am covered in piss.
Oh my God.
All right? Where different bars have different specialties and different deals, okay? I just jumped in mid-sentence with that. Do not mix beer with liquor. We are having a little tequila and a little Bud Light.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it. Unless of course, you plan on the world ending. Okay. Okay, wait. I thought he was gonna give us some inspirational. Unless, of course, right? You want the world to end before you have to wake up the next morning. But even before then, mixing can have disastrous consequences. Okay, if you start off mixing, chances are you'll be vomiting in the street before you even get to
It's
the
dangerous.
last place on your crawl.
It's really dangerous.
You can always crawl there.
There's a reason why it's a crawl.
It is a crawl.
Yeah. Mixing really can mess me up.
Yeah.
It gets more.
The name of this bar is "You've Given Up on Life, Haven't You?"
You've given up on life,
You've
haven't you?
given up on life, haven't you?
You gave up on life, didn't you?
You've given up on life, haven't
Given
you?
up on life, haven't you? You've given up on life.
No, for real.
That guy
is gonna,
was on a bar crawl.
No, that's what's gonna happen. Like, watch Team America. In those first 20 minutes, you're gonna see what happens when that guy
You've given
mixes.
up on life.
You've given up on life, haven't
Right.
you?
Yeah, don't mix. Look, but even outside of the bar crawl, this is just a rule. This is just a general life rule. Don't mix because you will puke.
Yeah, guys, that's simple enough. Don't mix. I think we gotta round this bar crawl out. The number one tip is, by this point, let's see if we are. The number one tip is enjoy yourself. I'm having a good time. Guys, everything that's already been said takes a backseat to this one golden rule. Enjoy yourself.
Also, don't puke in the back seat.
Everything else should be in service to that one thing. All these other tips exist just to make sure that you get the maximum amount of enjoyment out of your crawl. And the moment any of them start to seem like work, it's time to take a step back. Maybe you shouldn't have been the buddy of Alex with the leash that time, because this is the third time on a bar crawl that he's mistaken you for a Subway's honey ham turkey sandwich. Guys, all these other guys, yeah. It's time to guys. If they the moment any of them start to seem like work, it's time.
You little sexy little.
Guys,
Hot
it's time to
honey ham.
step. Well, as I'm
little
saying
juicy-
this, it's time to take a step back, relax,
Juicy-
and allow yourself to
little
have
juicy little
fun.
hot honey ham.
That's the hard thing is he's definitely having fun, but he thinks yeah. Guys,
I'm trying to enjoy myself.
guys, do not make this harder than it has to be. Just use common
I
sense.
tell Kirk all the time. on the
Keep
bar
these
crawl.
helpful hints in the back of your mind. Remind yourself to have fun, and you'll be fine.
Everything's in the back of your head.
Yeah.
You get hit there, you're done. You forgot all the plans.
Well, this got dark. But that's what happens when you reach the final bar, which is the Guinness Book of Drunkest Turkey Slices. Or the end, a.k.a. the end of the rainbow.
I go Guinness.
Get it? Guinness, a.k.a. the end of
Yeah.
the rainbow.
Yeah.
That's a good bar name.
The
End of the rainbow, but
end
also
of the rainbow.
our friends call it the Guinness Book of the Drunkest Turkey Slices.
Yeah, we should make a book like that and sell it. And it's just you. It's just,
Doing a nude
just
like
different
calendar,
pieces of-
but as a piece
right,
of turkey.
Yeah, or it's just turkey slices and like.
I
just
feel like
doing
I'm being
different things.
objectified every single week, and I like it. No, I'm kidding.
Is food technically objects? Is a turkey slice an object?
In general, an object refers to any item either in physical or virtual world. So in the metaverse, and that kind of brings us to the end of our How to Bar Crawl.
In the real world, turkey is an object, but in the metaverse, it is piss. So piss is an object in the metaverse and in the
real world.
real world.
Veal world.
Yes. All right. So, Kirk, how do you feel at the end? We're at the end of the bar crawl here. How was your day?
It is exactly how I saw it. I thought, it was a little kind of chill, the first third. Yeah. Then the second, I was like, oh, no, people are making bold choices. And then by the end, I'm like, oh, this is absolutely out of hand. Like, everyone is acting absolutely insane. I want to go home soon, but also I gave my friend space, but not too much space. We kept it going. And also, sorry about that. Also, we had a good time. I feel good.
Yeah,
it was a nice climb, and then we're really rushing down to the valley. We're about to crash.
And when
We're
you're
at
at
the
the
peak.
top there, you'll be like, this is what the parachute is for.
Because I'm going straight down.
Hey, well,
We did it.
we did it.
Guys, in review, at the 9th bar, the Loch Ness, we learned have a plan. At the 8th bar, the Bangers and Mash, we learned how to pace yourself. At the 7th bar, the Shrek Swamp, we learned don't get bogged down.
Don't get bogged
At
down.
the 6th bar, the Lucky Charm, we learned don't be in a rush. You want to take the...
Yeah,
At the
during
fifth bar?
during the ad break, we we learned a lot about my fantasies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the 5th bar, the Loosey Goosey Lass and Lad Lounge. Naturally, we learned to have an exit strategy.
Correct. And then after that, after being loose, then you got to give your friends space at the Don't Touch Me There. This is my No Square bar.
And then
Bar and restaurant.
after we
yeah.
give our friend space, we don't want to give them too much space because we don't want to get too separated. Right. And we learned that at the Spider-Man Far From
Right.
Home, available now on Stars or some shit.
Stars. Yes.
And then
Look, and then and then we told you not to mix. Okay?
don't mix alcohols; it'll fuck you up.
Right. Don't.
Because what'll happen is,
Yeah. You've given up on life, haven't you?
and finally,
We need a bar called You've Given
Given
Up
Up
on
on
Life,
Life,
haven't you? That'd be hilarious.
it's
That'd
a
be
Team America themed bar.
right. That'd be good.
Every hour, it
Right.
a
we just sell
jukebox.
chili. Yeah.
But every hour it plays on repeat. It's
Right.
like a jukebox
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah! Guys,
And every time someone falls asleep at the bar or they seem too drunk or whatever, that's what we
instead of
play.
a ringing a bell, it's
Yeah.
like they press a button. It's like you've given up. Or
Everyone
No,
says it.
the
Everyone says it at
bartender-
once.
The
Yeah.
bartender takes a megaphone
Yeah.
and goes up to their ear. It's
Yeah.
like you've given up on life, haven't you? But ultimately,
No, there's an old woman that opens up the windows at the top.
It's an animatronic.
It's an animatronic.
Like Disney
Opens up,
animatronic.
yeah.
Chuck E.
You've
Cheese.
given up our life, haven't you? Yeah. That's
But
what it is.
ultimately, guys, at the end of the day, we learned when you're doing this, you're not doing it alone. You're doing it with your friends.
Right.
And you're meeting new people. You're mingling. You're having a good time. This is a cause for celebration.
the gang's all here.
The gang-
Turkey slice, roast beef,
But, guys,
honey ham.
the final thing we learned was enjoy yourself. And that was at the end of the Rainbow Bar, or as my friends call it, the Guinness Book of Drunkest Turkey Slices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you ever taken a slice of turkey and dipped it in beer?
No.
Wow. In prison.
That's a
It's a
delicacy.
delicacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Men of Doozy podcast. Please comment what your favorite tip was. And if you have a tip for how to bar crawl, please let us know. Tweet us. We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter. Share this with your friends. Add us on the tweets, okay? Add
Yeah.
us on Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, all audio
Subscribe.
platforms. Amazon. We're talking all audio platforms.
All audio platforms.
All of them,
And
okay?
guys, if there is something that you want to learn about and have us teach you while we also learn about it, please let us know. DM us, tweet us,
Makes sense to me.
contact us, I don't know, in other ways.
Via
by mail, by
mail,
fax.
and always wear a parachute when you go bar crawling.
Yes, absolutely. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Hey, see you next episode.
Guys,
We love you.
We love you.
Okay, we'll see you at the next bar crawl.
And stay safe.
And stay safe. Hey,
Enjoy your turkey sandwich.
enjoy your turkey. I didn't talk about the Loch Ness. We didn't talk about anything Irish.
We didn't. But hey. Bar crawls are synonymous with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. National Drinking Day, St. Patty's Day.
That's right.
Guys, enjoy. Stay safe.
Cheers.
We love you. We'll see you next
Buy
week.
Botticelli's right now. Bring Botticelli's to the bar crawl.
Okay, I think they're getting separated and they're dispersed.
Are they still listening?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, these are for the listeners that have left. See, everyone else, for those of you that are still staying and listening, the other ones left. They went to the other bar. Okay.
Yeah.
We love you. Okay.
We do. Thank you for
Slide in
watching
our
us to
DMs,
completion.
and Kirk will Venmo you $50.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You said that before the
No,
episode.
no,
You
I
would do
didn't.
that.
Guys, we're out of here. We're out of here. We're going home.
All right.
I gotta sleep.
You do? We got to do another bar crawl.
No.
When does this episode end?
Okay, bye, guys.